Oh, greetings. All right, this is for my Patreon, and this will be uploaded to YouTube a day later or something like that. I also have another upload. So this one's upload number 1 for about the Nordics, tall blondes, and the next one's going to be about recent, just the healing today. Can't sleep worth of shit, so that's all because of that. Hopefully, I'm not gonna be up all night. It's 12 o'clock right now. I'm trying to sleep for an hour to get nowhere with it. So, all right. This is number 1. I'll do a second one about the healing, which is so I'm gonna have to do like 30 more healings after this. But it was really good. But just like, I messed up. I'm trying to figure out where to put the mic. So yes, last night, this morning, I felt Nordic Energy's tall blondes. I don't normally feel their energy ever. So, what does that mean exactly? Well, I guess I've been monitoring me. They didn't really attack. Well, I did feel kind of messed up in the morning, so I think that's something to do with it. Because all of a sudden, automatically, it was like, who's around me? It was a negative Nordic. So I want to put my stick on it. I think I've mentioned this in the past, but I want to mention it again. Because I don't do much alien stuff too much anymore, because I'm not sure how much it's really helping. It is and it isn't. It's not. It's like, what is it going to do for a secret space program? Yada yada yada. I can't really prove any of it, so who cares? It's entertainment though. But the Nordics are, to me, that is like one of the worst beings out there. The negative ones, the regular negative tall blondes. They're connected to World War II, the Aryan race. My connection with them is like, I mean, obviously I've been one of them. Technically, I look like one of them, but from my connections with them, they're worse than any reptilian, any jinn. Now, they can use reptilian energies and jinn energies to manipulate people. Not that they're carrying it around, but I mean, Nordics look just like us. They're like pretty people. They're beautiful people, female and male. Usually it's the male that's here, but the female is not too far away. Now, the collective in general is positive, but then, of course, there's always dark ones there. And the dark ones are really intense. Like Heaven's Gate is connected to it. World War II is connected to it. I mean, World War II, they're talking about the Aryan race, right? They weren't talking about the Jinn race. They're not talking about the reptilian race. They're talking about the Aryan race. Not to say the reptilians and the Jinn were involved somewhere. Of course, the Jinn's all connected to the Arab world for the most part in other places. But I believe, I mean, the tall blondes are the absolute worst. It's all about your looks. It's all about the modeling agencies, Hollywood, anything about appearance. That's where they lock onto that. If you don't look a certain way, a certain type of whatever it is, certain type of attractiveness, you don't mean anything. Hollywood's like that. The modeling world's like that, because they want you outside and not within. And that's just a little bit of what they can do. But when they get mad, it's really intense. I mean, they can practically, kill you, depending on what it is. I don't think pissed them off that much recently. Obviously, I'm being monitored by them. But yeah, they're pretty intense. I mean, they'll keep going at you until you lose their freaking mind. And they don't care about the results with it. They don't care about the karma they get from it. Now, obviously, they use karma. Use your karma, but sometimes they don't give a shit. So, and they're connected to NASA and things like that. They do appear here, wherever, somewhere. They do appear, and the females they do a lot of seduction. So, like I said, it's a small group, but it's still pretty terrible. It's mostly to kill you. It's not the jinns mostly possess you and manifest and whatever it might be. Nordics would just want you dead. So, not to say that they can fully do that, but when they get really pissed at you, they just want you gone. So, and when you look at the modeling world, it's like a prostitution world, it's anorexic world, and they want you to destroy yourself over your looks. and they're a very powerful group. You know, Heaven's Gate, they thought like they 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 channeled apparently really godlike energies, and they all killed themselves, thinking that the world's gonna come to an end when an asteroid or comet comes by or something like that. So it's intense shit. So it's a big deal. I mean, I'm not putting fear out. Maybe I am. I'm not trying to, but I'm trying to put like a where I don't know. Just they're everywhere. I mean, they not everywhere, but they affect a lot of great deals. So I mean, look at just attractiveness and all of that. How people are so absorbed over it. It's a Nordic manipulation, and they can drive somebody completely insane. Especially those, pretty people that feel like they're losing their looks and whatever it might be. They get plastic surgery, look worse. Uh, just put it out there. Yeah, some nasty group. It is a completely nasty group. Yeah, it's like I said, I believe they're worse than reptilians. Reptilians is more part of the war, but the Nordics are part of, you know, majorly mind manipulation. It's just, they want to kill the soul, basically. Now, there's not enough of them, I believe, to do it, all this, but you never know. But yeah, they're pretty intense beings. They're just, I mean, out of all the alien species, I know Archons have their moments and all that, but Nordics can use their manipulation on people too. Like I said, they use their looks to get into people's energy fields, and they kind of get people to want somebody that's a beautiful person too. When you really look at the person, but then it doesn't matter what way, whatever they are. So, yeah, they're just, yeah, it's just grotesque group. Most of the, I mean, yeah, I went to I mentioned this in the radio show. I think so. Yeah, years ago, I went to a UFO conference, and I just wasn't connected to it. Yeah, it was small, and I felt Nordics around me, and they're sad. They're sad that how the negative ones are influencing people and manipulating, and possibly it was the information that was being said at that thing. I wouldn't doubt it, but I never felt so much sorrow from someone. I mean, nobody don't feel them at all, but I felt their pain. I don't think that was a manipulation in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, Nordics are rare to be connected to feel their energy field, channel them. They're very rare. But yeah, they're vicious for sure. Now, like I said, the positive ones are loving beings, but they got a lot of issues in their group. Out of all the alien species, I mean, reptilians got their moments, Greys have their moments, but Nordics are like they're troublemakers on so many different levels. They can get away with what they do, and like I say, they don't care about the karma what they get. Oh yeah, there was a life that was right. I might as well mention this too. Now this is a little bit different, but yeah, it was like a lifetime where um, during World War II that I just love my incarnation. So just I'm gonna go into that after this. I was told about this, and I can connect to it not easily, but it's there. Somebody had to influence Hitler, so like an incarnation might influence Hitler, or one of them as a tall blonde Nordic. Now that was to bring in war for the ascension, just bring technology into reality. Of course, some people might believe it or not; it doesn't matter. But I did feel some influence on Hitler, basically, and I wasn't seen by other. I mean, nobody wanted that. Once again, nobody wanted that incarnation. I seem to have a running theme of that, having incarnations that nobody wants. I don't think I'm alone in that, but some of, I mean, and yeah, so nobody wanted the karma from that. I got karma from it, but it was like influencing war, wasn't it? There to influence genocide. It was just to influence war, so we can bring technologies into the environment. So yeah, it's a controversial. I've had controversial incarnations. I can say this one's one of those in some ways. I'm healing a lot of that crap, and that's hasn't been fun. But yeah, it was like whispering to Hitler or something like that. What I got, it's not something I really want to see fully, but eventually I'm gonna go into it, and I'll go into the radio show eventually. Yeah, it's basically to bring in war. So we bring in technologies in, and obviously the alien race is there, and it just got way out of hand. And I think, well, the message I got is like I wanted to like wipe my, oh, after that lifetime, I just wanted to go back into source, just die basically, and it makes sense why. So that's what I was told. So I don't doubt it. I believe it. Yeah, it does explain a lot. That's for sure. So I'm coming out of a lot of it. I'm still going through some stuff. So in the next one after this, after the next recording, I'll go into, it has nothing to do with Nordics. I didn't see much of that. Yeah, I got a lot of baggage, but all right. So I'm gonna all right, my 12 enters. Number two is on its way.